Hello, my name is Amanda Sanchez, and I'll be talking about the State Road 29 Wildlife Crossing Plan for Florida Panther Protection. This is for Environmental Management 501, Summer of 2025 at American Military University. So the topic focuses on the installation of 4 wildlife crossings along State Road 29 near Immokalee, Florida. They will primarily be intended to protect the Florida panther, which is a species experiencing population impacts due to vehicle collisions. The crossings are designed primarily to mitigate vehicle-related mortality. For our stakeholders, we do have a few groups. We have federal agencies. Their roles are to provide grants, permits, and oversight. And we would be looking at the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services. For state agencies, who would be the regulators and large decision makers, there is the Florida Department of Transportation and Florida Fish and Wildlife. Local municipalities, they would be in charge of zoning and local enforcement, and that would more so be Collier County government. We have conservation districts, which would play a role of land management and habitat restoration, which would be Collier Soil and Water Conservation District. One of the groups would be research and academic institutions that would provide conservation methods, techniques, or technical support and research, which would be University of Florida and Florida Atlantic University. We have K through 12. They would provide public awareness, outreach, and education. This would be our local school districts in Immokalee and Collier County. We have the nonprofits. This would provide funding, public awareness, and advocacy. Some good ones that would be great for this EMP would be the Live Wildly Foundation and Florida Wildlife Corridor Foundation. We have the private sector for construction, mitigation, and compliance. So an environmental consulting firm or developer or engineering firms. We have landowners, which would provide stewardship and easements. Those would be our farmers and our ranchers. And then the public, which we would hope they play a role in involvement and support. And that would be our community of Immokalee. So our main goal and our steps to get there. It's to protect and conserve the Florida panther population along State Road 29 through habitat protection, reducing vehicle mortality, and promoting long-term species survival. To achieve our main goal, we have 5 goals. Goal 1 is to maintain and expand habitats for the Florida panther along State Road 29. This would happen by identifying and prioritizing habitat areas for restoration and protection through surveys and/or GIS mapping. It would be to secure land easements and corridors by negotiating with landowners and agencies, and to monitor habitat quality and fragmentation periodically to assess the effectiveness of restoration. Goal 2, it's to promote genetic diversity to grow a healthy and strong population. This would happen with tracking genetic variation through monitoring and tagging, tracking panther population size and dispersal, and supporting breeding programs. Goal 3 would be to enhance wildlife connectivity along State Road 29. This would be by installing wildlife crossings in the hot zones and promoting habitat corridors to provide safe panther movement. Goal 4 is to engage and educate local communities on conservation practices. This would happen by conducting citizen science and volunteer events for habitat restoration, promote coexisting practices in the community, especially near panther habitats, and to educate landowners on proper livestock protection to reduce human-wildlife conflict. Goal 5 would be to implement adaptive management and monitor to ensure the effectiveness of this plan. We would establish regulatory monitoring of the panther and its habitats. We would adjust the management plan annually depending on findings and data, and update strategies and conservation actions as new information becomes available. The vision statement. The vision statement is to protect and restore the Florida panther population alongside State Road 29 by the installation of wildlife crossings in Immokalee, Florida. With sustainable habitat management and community engagement, we hope to ensure the long-term survival of the Florida panther and the health of the ecosystem. And these are my references. Thanks for tagging along and listening. Appreciate it.